Hello guys, Michal Hucko here and welcome to another video to our Jupyter tutorial. In this video we're gonna talk about Jupyter Markdown. I will show you examples in the Jupyter lab, but feel free to test these examples in your Jupyter notebook application as well. Okay, jump right back into the terminal. As you can see, I'm running the Jupyter lab currently, so here is the command which I ran a couple of seconds ago. And then I'm going to my Google Chrome at the top to the host localhost and to the port 8889 /lab. So as you can see on the left side, I have my file browser and I'm going to open a file called markdown examples. Yeah, I misspelled the name. So I'm opening the markdown examples and here is the notebook opened here. As you can see, there are a couple of text examples in this notebook. If you want to follow along these exercises, just go to our GitLab page, linked in the description below, and download the notebook from the Git. So, what is the markdown? So, as I mentioned, notebooks in the Jupyter consist of cells, and these cells can have various types. So before we move on to this example, let's jump right back to example notebook. So open, let's say this one, choose the right kernel. And as you can see, when you clicked here in the cell, you can choose from three different kind of cells. One and default one is the code, which means that you want to put the code inside this cell. Now, based on the interpreter, the Jupyter will decide how to highlight it. So in this case, we are using Python, so it will be highlighted as a Python. Yes, so you will write the code and stuff like this. There is also an suggestions, so code suggestions. So if you press tab while writing, it will work the same as in the Visual Studio Code. So this is the first thing, that's the code cell. Now, but there are a couple of different, two different alternatives. Raw is just a raw string where you can write your text notes and stuff like this. So let's write it like this, is the raw cell, and if you press shift enter, yeah, nothing changed. It is just the text, and then there is a markdown cell. So if I choose the markdown cell, I can write something which is called text in the markdown language. Now, those of you who are familiar with the README files in the in the README of the Git repository, you know the markdown language. So using these, you can write a couple of different interesting things. So you can, for example, create a heading, or you can create dashes. Don't forget to choose always the markdown. And many other different stuff. So if we go to the markdown example notebook, you can see I put here a couple of examples. So you can style your text for the heading, the major heading, and different stuff. If you want to know how I wrote it, just double click to the cell and you can see the syntax of the markdown used for the different formatting to different format of the text. You can put there the numbered bullets, you can put there the image, you can also put equations, and these things are very, very powerful. Now, why is it so crucial for notebooks, and why is it so important to have this ability and the possibility in the Jupyter? Well, many times Jupyter is used by data scientists, and they are using it for different mathematical computations or predictions with the machine learning. And these machine learning models are many times very complex and hard to understand. And if you will go just through the code of, for example, neural network system or a classifier or different classifier system, you will get lost in the code. And many times having the ability to, put in place a description is very powerful to the code readers. Now, yes, you can use the basic Python files and put the comments there, which is still possible here. So for example, if I have a cell with the codes like def function hello, which is printing hello, yeah. So now I define the function, I can run it, function hello. Yeah, you can still put the comments inside there the same way as it was in the standard Python file. Like this is multi-line comment. But as you can see, this is not so specific. Like, you can get lost with these commands, and imagine you want to define a mathematical equation, and you know, this equation can be very strange. So for example, this one, which is a sum and then a square, the root of 2, and then comparing to something. Yes, so you need the ability to express the mathematical equation in the mathematical form, and this is where the Jupyter notebook with its markdowns comes to play, and gives you the opportunity to combine the markdown power of the styling text and the Python code. Now, and when you will create this file and you will combine the code cells with these markdown cells, it will give your code the power to easily express by itself. So the readers will not get lost, and the code will be much more readable. Now, the Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebook provides you the opportunity. So if you don't forget to run it, of course. So if you want, now you have the notebook and you want to send it to your friends, right? Or send it to your, let's say, teacher, because many times you are also working with notebooks in the school, at the universities, where you want to do, for example, your bachelor thesis, and you want to report the way how you program some machine learning algorithm. So now you want to send it to somebody. Now, because, for example, the other side may not have the Jupyter Lab installed, the easy way to send something is just to export this notebook into different formats. So if you go to the file and the export notebook as, you can see that you can save it as many different things, like ASCII-doc or HTML file, which you can easily put to your web page, or LaTeX file. For those of you who don't know what is LaTeX, it's just another way how you can write a PDF file. Then you can export it directly to the PDF file, to the Markdown file, to restructure text, executable script, or even Reveal.js slides. So a PowerPoint presentation, kind of like, right? So this gives us an opportunity to easily, you know, send the results, get fast results, output, print the results, and send to the others. Okay guys, this was just a brief introduction of the Markdown. Feel free to check out the page which is linked here. So if you click on this page, you will be redirected to the Jupyter Notebook equation examples, and there you can see how many different examples can you specify in the Markdown and how to do it. I hope this helped you, and I hope you will use it. I was using this many times at the university with my assignments. And my name is Michal Hucko. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope I will see you in the next one.